Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I'm extremely excited to finally let the cat out of the bag to the general public. My members of my YouTube channel have known about this for quite some time as we've had this in development. But Core Tackle and Bastrix have done a collaboration. And the cool part with this is the Bastrix soft bait that was designed really around the hover rig, but is more versatile than that is being released on the Core Tackle website first. So we've kind of got an exclusive on this. We're launching it. We've got some exclusive colors that we're coming out with. So I'm really excited to fill you in on this. If you watch the channel on a regular basis, you know how well a lot of our Core Tackle products work with the Bastrix soft plastics. So a lot of the Core Tackle jig heads are made to be internally weighted, and anytime you're talking about the Bastrix products, or at least a good portion of the Bastrix products, things like their flash tricks, things like their boot tail paddle, swim baits, are made with a hollow belly. And because they're hollow, the Core Tackle hover rig fits extremely well inside of them. The Core Tackle tush, swim bait head fits inside of them. And it just is a natural fit. So we've actually grown uh, to have a pretty good relationship with respect to Bastrix and the owner, Brian. You know, we bounce a lot of things off each other. We just talk industry with each other. It's been a really good relationship. They're based over in California, so he gives us a good idea as to what a lot of the California anglers are doing, and vice versa. So it's been a great fit. And Bastrix came to us and said, "Hey, we've got this product. We'd like to do a collaboration with you." And we were all about it. Johnny and I are both like, we love Bastrix products, super high quality, made in the USA. And they just fit the Core Tackle products so well that when we started talking about this, it was a no brainer to do this. So Bastrix has designed this guy right here. So this is what they're calling the hover tricks. So it's if you're familiar with Bastrix baits, it's kind of like their flash tricks, only a little bit wider body, just a little bit bigger profile, which we absolutely love. The bait, I don't have the exact measurement. I probably should have that. I'm measuring it right now. With the tail, it comes in right at about 4.5 inches long. From a width standpoint, you're looking at just, I'm going to say just under 3/4 of an inch wide at its fattest point. But it's a very, very lifelike, realistic looking bait that Johnny and I have been fishing with for quite some time and have been having fantastic success on it. So a couple of things I want to point out here. So like I said, it does have that hollow belly. So if I pinch it down, you can feel how that's hollow. So it works really well with the 3/0 hover rig. So this is the Core Tackle 3/0. This is a 3/32 ounce. We also have an 1/8 ounce. Both sizes, both weights work great with it. Now, because these are basically handmade and hand blown, the way they're put together, you want to try to do your best to preserve the bait. And the easiest way to rig the hover rig, in my opinion, that will make your hover trick swim bait last even longer is to rig it from reverse. So, what I'll do in this case is I'll take my jig head and line it up. I guess that would be easier for you guys. Line it up to show you roughly where I want that bait to come through. And then what I'll go ahead and do, oh, I dropped it. Now it's stuck in the carpet. So I'll go ahead and mark the place where I want it. So generally when you're rigging a hover rig, you want the tip, the nose cone, to basically be right at the tip of the bait. So generally you're looking at about 1/8 of an inch behind. So that's where I would normally go in behind the head. But in this case, I'm going to go in from the rear and I'll show you why. So right about here, I'm going to poke a hole. Now you can poke a hole. You can take a pair of scissors and just make like a tiny 1/8 inch slit. It's really up to you how you want to do it, but the scissors actually allow it to be a little bit cleaner. And then what I'll do is I'll actually take my hook eye and poke that through the hole. Now again, this is not how you have to rig it. This is the best way, in my opinion, to prolong your soft plastic. So once you've got your hook eye, you can actually see that inside of the bait. At that point, you just poke your nose cone in. And once your nose cone's in, because that belly's hollow, you can rotate the bait you can slide it up in there and then get it to the point where that nose cone is right up poking the top, just like it is there. And then at that point, just go ahead and poke your eye through. Just push on it. You'll see the eye pops right through, and you've got a perfectly straight hover tricks rigged on the hover rig. And because we didn't go in through the top, the only puncture hole is that tiny little hole for your hook eye. Really, just in my opinion, it's the best way to go ahead and rig it. I do the same when I'm using the tush swim bait hooks, either on a tube jig or on your hollow belly swim baits. But this guy right here is an absolute dynamite hover rig bait. And I want to point out, so we've got 3 exclusive colors. The one right here, this is the one that I picked out. This is called the Matte Shad. It's Matt's Matte Shad, basically. Johnny, this is Johnny's Juice. I guess I can show it to you to compare it. They're all bait fish colors. This one has a little bit more of like a, I'm gonna say a goldish glitter to it. Mine's got a nice blue glitter going down the side. And then we've got just a pearl shad, just a basic one of your all around good looking shad colors. So they're all pretty similar in terms of your color design, but they have different flake in it. So they have a little bit different of a look. But those are all on the Core Tackle website as of right now. Now they are very limited. So it's not like we've got a whole ton. So if you want them, go ahead and get them. I'll have to talk to Brian. If we sell out of them, we'll have to talk to him to see if he can make us some more. It is a very long process to put these together. I know we've got we're launching it on our website first. So depending on how well they sell, maybe we can get some more, if not eventually, I'm sure he'll push it out to the other retailers, assuming that they go over well. But you can see how well it fits that 3/0 hover rig. I also want to point out here, though, that they're not just necessarily made for the hover rig. They work really well. Again, on our website, you probably have seen how we've launched our strut head. This guy right here with the heart-shaped head. It's our version of a rocking jig head minnow bait. And this fits this extremely well too. Now, in this case, I will go in right through the nose, and I'm just going to thread it right up the bait, just like you would your normal minnow, and then come out right where you think you're going to need it. Slide it right up the bait. Let me get it like that for you. And then you can see just from your jig head minnow design, ready to rock and roll. So if you're a forward-facing angler and you're looking for a new minnow that rocks really good, put it on a Core Tackle strut head, and you can see how great that is. In fact, Johnny released the strut head catching a pile of fish on the hover tricks from a rocking and rolling forward-facing sonar kind of scoping deal. But it works so well with both your jig head minnows. It works extremely well with your hover rig. Man, I'm just super excited. I'm really curious to see how this goes. It's unusual for us to launch another product's bait on our website, but we're so excited to see how it does, because if it does well, there's a lot of other companies that we would like to do collaborations with. And it kind of gives the angler the ability to get some things that maybe are unique colors or unique designs that you may not want to necessarily release to the big box stores right away, or you're a little concerned that maybe they won't take it. It's kind of a way to soft launch to test the market, I guess is what I would say. So it'll be really cool to see how the general public responds. I know for myself that I couldn't be more pleased with this bait. In fact, I kind of wish it was the Core Tackle Hover Tricks, but it's not. It's the Bass Tricks Hover Tricks, and we are very, very excited to be working with them on this collaboration. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see them? If you've tried them and you're watching this video maybe a few days after it's come out and you've had the chance to actually put them to work, are you catching fish with them? Let us know what you guys think. Thank you again for your continued support. It always amazes me to see how well the general public has been receptive to Core Tackle. Like we thank you immensely, guys. You really have made Core Tackle what it is today, and it is your support. And if you guys like this and want to see more collaborations, let us know because we enjoy doing this. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Stay tuned. We'll have another video coming out tomorrow.